Hello guys, welcome back. And in this video, we will discuss the logic of insert at the beginning operation in the linked list. So we have already seen that how the node will be defined in the linked list. So let's discuss the insert at beginning logic. Okay. So how we will insert at the beginning? So let's say we have the data value that is 10. That is we want to insert the 10 to our linked list. So we can have the two cases. One case can be, let's say we have an empty linked list, or other can be that we have already some element in the linked list. Okay, so first of all, uh, I have said that linked list grow and shrink according to our use. So we have to get some memory to store our newly created element. So what we will do, we will ask to malloc to create it. Malloc is a function which creates the dynamic memory. So we will say we will say malloc to create the memory of size of this node. So we will say size of struct node. So malloc will create the memory of size struct node. And what is the size of struct node? So if it is an int variable, it will take 4 bytes, and it is a pointer. It is a pointer, so it will also take 4 bytes. So 8 bytes of memory. Instead of 8 byte, because it will depend on the compiler and the system, uh, size of data type varies accordingly. So instead of giving the size statically, we use the size of operator to give size of struct node. So it will create the size of this node. Okay, and malloc function returns void pointer returns void pointer. And okay, so void pointer is generic pointer. It is a generic pointer which does not have any data type. Generic pointer means it does not have any data type. Okay, so it does not have any data type, so we have to typecast according to our use. So we need the memory to point to the struct node, so we will specify accordingly. Okay, and then we need a variable to this element, so it will be of type struct node, and we say temp. Okay, and now inserted beginning have the two condition. We will check if head is null. If head is null means that our linked list is empty. So if our linked list is empty, so what we will do, it means that we this is the first element that we are inserting. So temp will be now become head. Okay, temp will be now become head. So head will be now equals to temp, and we simply return from the function here. Okay. Otherwise, if we have already element in our linked list, then what we will do, we will say, like for example, let me draw a linked list here. Let's say we have two elements, that is 20 and one is 30, and 20 is pointed by the head. Okay, and now we have created one element which is having the data 10 and initially one thing more, when we have declared the memory for the temp, then we have to set the data of the temp to 10, and temp next initially will be null. It is not pointing to anything, so it is simply null. Okay, then what we will do, before uh, breaking this link, what we will do, first of all, we if head is pointing to the 20. So before breaking this link, we have to make new link that is pointed to 20. So what we will do, we will say this temp next will be pointing to head. Okay. Now and now head will become temp. Sorry, this will be head. So now head is temp and temp next will be 20, 20 next will be 30. In this we have created the linked list of size 3. So we have to uh, write it here as temp next will be head and head will be our temp now. Okay, yeah, that's all. So this is the simple line of code that we write in the insert at beginning function. So now let's see C++ code. Okay, so first of all we have to declare the structure of node. So in the structure of node we will have the data field and we will have the next pointer, and then we will have the function which will insert at the beginning of the linked list. So it will have a data and a head pointer. Okay, now simply we have to define the memory first. We have to declare the memory first. So we will have one temp pointer. We will typecast the memory which are pointed by malloc. We give the size of memory that we want to declare. Okay, so size of struct node. Okay, we will say temp data is data that is as argument, or temp next will be initially null. Okay, and we are passing head by reference. So we will put the ampersand sign here and we will say if head is equals to null. If head is null, then simply head which will be temp and we simply return from the function here. Otherwise what we will do, we say temp next will be head and head will be temp. Okay, now let's redeclare the function, redeclare the memory for head. So we will say struct node asterisk head equals to struct node asterisk malloc size of struct node. Okay, and now we will call the function to insert the element. So we will pass 10 head and okay, let's say we want to insert 50, 40, 30, and 10. Okay, and now let's define another function to print the linked list. So it will be print linked list. So we will pass the head pointer here. So we will create another variable which will iterate over the all the linked list. So it will be say it iterator and while iterator will not be null. What we will do, we will see out IT data. Okay, and we also need to move iterator to the next node and see out at the end. Okay, now let's print the linked list. Print linked list, pass the head pointer. Okay, now let's run the code and see whether it is working or not. Sorry, I have done some mistake. So yeah, I we need to initialize the head also. So it will be initially null. Okay, yeah. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is printed. So initially we inserted the 50, so 50 will be inserted. Now when we will insert the 40, the 40 will be inserted here and it will point to the 50, and then 30, then 20, and then 10. So accordingly, we have inserted the 5 element and we got the right output. Okay, and in the next video we will talk about the insertion at the end. Okay,